Hi everyone, welcome to week 8 of TLO, and this week we will be talking about motivation. So you would usually need to motivate your employees or even motivate yourselves if you're in a business or if you're in an organization. And so this is quite an important chapter because we look at the theoretical sides of motivation and we also look at the practical application of motivation. So first and foremost, what I also want to tell you is that we'll be doing mini videos this week because there's quite a bit of theory that we need to cover, and so this is probably the first of many videos which you will find on iCan. So how do we define motivation? What is motivation to us? What do we mean by motivation? So generally, when we talk about motivation, we talk about it as being the direction and persistence of individual behavior or action. We also talk about it as internal and external factors that stimulate desire and energy in people so that they can continually be interested in what they're doing and committed to either a job or a role or a subject that they're taking. Also, it's around making an effort to attain their goal. We also talk about a desire or a willingness to do something or have enthusiasm. We also talk about it as those psychological processes that cause the arousal, direction, and persistence of voluntary actions that are goal-directed. So people are usually unique assets in the organization, and they're obviously the organization's most important asset. And so if we look at that and we look at the diversity that they bring to the organization, we need to think about how we would motivate these individuals to keep on doing what they're doing and to keep enjoying what they're doing. Research shows that achievement and recognition and appreciation are in the top 5 motivators, and also things like poor supervision and interpersonal relationships are in the top 5 demotivators. So we need to think about what are the desired outputs that we would like employees to have, and we need to find what are the reinforcers or the behavioral explanations that we would have to look at to motivate individuals. So managers and leaders, and because we're doing a transformation to leadership course, we need to understand that managers and leaders are ultimately needed for the task of transforming behaviors of employees. And so those desired outputs which we would like employees to show are things like customer satisfaction, employee performance, job satisfaction, job involvement, reduced absenteeism, because we know when people don't like their jobs, they don't want to come to work. And so if they don't want to come to work, work doesn't happen in the organization. So we want to reduce their absenteeism, and we want to reduce turnover, because if people don't like their jobs or they don't enjoy what they're doing in their jobs, they also leave their jobs, and we don't want that, because it also means that from the organizational side we would need to retrain people, we would need to redevelop people to function at that performance level. So what would we need to then do in terms of motivational theory? So motivational theory seeks to explain and predict the purposeful or goal-directed behavior of employees. And so we would need to look at things like people's needs, how we reinforce motivation, how we also look at people's cognition and how they think about motivation and their roles and their tasks. And we need to look at job characteristics, and we need to look at feelings and emotions. And all those things will culminate in looking at how we can address motivation. So we've got different types of motivational theories. We've got content-based motivational theories, and those are things like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Herzberg's two-factor motivation theory, McClelland's theory of needs. We also have process-based motivational theory, so things like equity theory, goal-setting theory, and then we want to look at what kinds of employee motivational strategies we have in place. So in the next couple of videos, we'll be touching on those things, and I will see you then. Okay, bye.